I'm back from my spiritual retreat. I hope my dear zombies weren't impressed with Bucephalus, he's a good guy. But let's get to the news. Alert, alert, crisis of imminent impact will be triggered by a massive crisis, and could drive Europeans to Asia, the Middle East and the Pacific. Subscribe to the channel. Experts will meet this month to come up with a plan to determine an asteroid will someday collide with Earth, with experts warning that it's not just the initial impact we need to prepare for, but a series of crises that could occur in humans. We have information that an asteroid, whose estimated value varies between 350 meters and 700 meters, is heading straight for us. The scientific community is working silently, for hard data, on this possible devastating impact. If the asteroid is close to an impact trajectory, the 3 next week, getting to 70% after the week and 90%. Over time, scientists will be able to pinpoint where they are likely to impact Earth. At-risk regions of the globe will narrow considerably, first to a corridor ever closer to much of the Earth, and to a specific, footprint on Earth location. Which is a potentially staggering explosion of dangerousness of unsustainable levels. The size of the potential area of damage from the explosion may vary. One group of the groups involved in the conference is the Planetary Society, an organization that works with the scientific community and decision makers with one goal in mind: decrease the risk of Earth being hit by an asteroid or comet. The group emphasizes the devastation such an impact could cause if we weren't prepared, and not just the immediate damage from the asteroid, but the long-term effects of the various crises it could cause. They claim, an impact above or on a densely populated city can cause millions of deaths, and an impact on water can cause massive coastal flooding. Any major impact would lead to widespread damage, injury and death, and create unparalleled humanitarian and refugee crises around the world. Quote, "We had access to classified simulation, and it predicts that the asteroid will hit Europe, North America and parts of Africa. In the conference simulation, the asteroid is predicted to hit Europe, North America and parts of Africa, while much of Asia, Indonesia and the Pacific region are outside the blast zone. According to information we received from an anonymous scientist. Billions of people live in this target area and it is also home to much of the First World, a somewhat outdated term referring to the industrialized, capitalized nations of Western Europe, North America, Japan, Australia and New Zealand. News of an imminent asteroid destined to wipe out this part of the world and make it uninhabitable for the foreseeable future would no doubt provoke mass panic and relocation attempts to the safe part of the planet. It will not be innocent, the movements, militar and governmental, right now in Europe. Wealthy citizens would likely have little trouble getting around the world. New Zealand is already a popular hole for billionaires, known as the country of bunkers. However, most people would not have the means to move privately on their own, meaning that some sort of emergency asylum program would need to be established to allow people to escape. This would likely put enormous pressure on the resources of safe countries and continents, and there's no telling what kind of requirements they might impose on those who need to enter. It would be an ironic twist on the refugee crisis of the last decade, in which people are already fleeing conflict and persecution in Ukraine, the Middle East and parts of Africa and trying to move to Europe. A foundation dedicated to protecting the planet from asteroid impacts echoed the Planetary Society's point that an asteroid impact would likely be limited rather than destroying Earth. It is 100% certain that we will be hit, but we are not 100% sure when, so we need to accelerate the rate of asteroid discovery. Remember that the Earth is largely covered by water and not populated, so the probability of being hit in your area is low. But the fact is that we as humans have the ability to find them, the asteroids. The question is whether or not we are willing to fund the discovery work. Quote, "This possible impact will not simply obliterate the entire planet, its uneven impact would result in more tension and inequality among Earth's citizens, even those not on their warpath. The main governments are aware of the catastrophic event, and are already buying land in Latin America and Africa, for the survival of their citizens. The food shortage problem will be largely affected by this possible imminent impact. We will continue to provide more information. Prepare yourselves. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications, to receive new videos. Thanks.